How's it going, folks? This is Wayne Art, back with another technique lesson today and continuing our Sound Like a Pro series. I'm still trying after all these years. Today we're going to look at arpeggiating chords, and I'm giving you sort of an exercise on a well-known song. So I think a lot of people know this one. This is Coldplay and Clocks. Now, I have done a full tutorial on this many years ago. If you want to go and check that out, I might do a new sort of fresh take on this in a future lesson. But I just wanted to use this as an example, to get people into arpeggiating chords. It's playing single strings and single notes from chords, adds loads of melody in there, and there's loads of songs that use this. Peter Buck of REM was a master at this, on a lot of the REM songs, but it works on loads of songs, and I think it's a great technique to get down if you've never done it before, if you're just used to strumming chords. I'm going to give you obviously today's lesson, and in a future lesson there'll be another part to this. I'll give you another little exercise that you can practice sort of different things by using this arpeggiating chord technique. Okay, so thanks for your continued support. Thanks everyone who's subscribed and continues to do so. It's very much appreciated. If you haven't done already, a further way you could help me out is hitting that little notification bell that's somewhere down there. I've got the Patreon thing, I always bang on about this, and if you're into the usual lessons that I do, mainly the song lessons, I've got all the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns up there to coincide with pretty much everything I've done over the past just over 2 years now. There's stuff to coincide with some of the technique lessons. If you're into the scales and the blues stuff, there's some exclusive videos, and there's a lot of videos there from the archive. So if you haven't done already, there's a link to that in the comments, also a link in the description. And the way that works, you just click on the link and sign up for as little as a couple of quid a month. Absolute bargain, gives you access to all that content. So what you're waiting for, link in the comments, link in the description. If you don't want to do that, I've got a new feature. If you want to show some appreciation, I've got a super thanks link that's just under the video there. You can click on that, make a small donation if you wish to. What I would say is all the money generally goes back into the lessons. It's all very much appreciated. And if you want to, please go over and give me a like on social media. So I'm Wayne Art Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok, as you always say. I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so the song and exercise, what I'm going to show you is in standard tuning, but you're going to want the capo up on the first fret, okay? I've talked about the G7th Capo in a lot of my videos. If you are on the market for a capo, check these out. It's a performance-free model. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to go and check those out. So that's a G7th Capo. Okay, so there's 3 chords that we need for this song. For the intro, anyway, what I'm going to show you. So it's a D chord, an A minor, and an E minor. Okay, so those that are used to strumming chords, obviously we've got the D, A minor again, E minor. Okay, and that's pretty much what happens, through the intro of the song and most of the way through the song, actually. And as I said, I've got a tutorial on this if you want to go and check out the full tutorial. But if we take a D chord, what we're going to do to arpeggiate that, rather than strumming the chord, we're going to pick the B, the G, and the D string. So what we get is, so we're going to do that twice, so that's B, G, D, B, G, D. And the third time it's going to go B, G. So put that together. Okay, we're going to do exactly the same on the A minor, but that's going to go round twice. So that pattern that we've just done will go sort of 2 times. So what we get is, okay, and then we're going to switch to an E minor. Now we don't even need the full E minor chord shape on. We can just get away with having one finger on the 2nd fret on the D string relative to the capo. But I always think it's nice to put the chord shape on, because when we switch into the strumming, you've got all the chord shapes there ready, okay? And we're going to do exactly the same on the same strings for the E minor shape. So what we get is B, G, D, B, G, D, B, G, and then we switch back to the D. So if we put all that together, I'll just show you the chords. We talked about the pattern. If you hear that around the chords. Okay. Now it's cool, what I always do to give me a bit more control over the pick, I tend to rest my hand on the bridge, okay? I don't touch the strings, it's sort of the side of my hand, and it just gives me a bit more control over the pick rather than having my hand sort of floating on the strings, you know what I mean? It gives you a little bit more control. Okay, so when we've been around that a few times, then we could switch in, because the song obviously kicks in, then all the drums and the instrumentation. So we can just, you know, go into the chords with downstrokes. So what we get is... So there we go. Great song, great intro to practice, and a good way of getting into arpeggiating chords. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and hope you're all enjoying this series. You know, if this is the first video you've seen of the series, you know, it's I've titled it Sound Like a Pro series. I'm still trying after all these years. But in the previous lessons we talked about, you know, chord embellishments, palm muting, and all these things I think really bring your playing on. If you're sort of a, you know, advanced beginner level and you're just strumming a few chords, getting into maybe a few strumming patterns, these are relatively simple things I think make you sound like, as I said, a pro, you know what I mean? They're relatively simple things, but you're not going to see a pro get on stage and just, you know, strum a few basic chords. They make it sound great by adding a lot of this technique in, so, you know, a great thing to get down. So it takes a bit of time to practice, but they're not over difficult, and I think most people can take all this on board. So hope you're all enjoying this series. I'm going to do another part to this, a little bit more difficult than this lesson. I just wanted to give you, you know, an introduction on a well-known song that you could practice this technique on. So as I said, hope you all enjoyed that. Any requests for any of the normal thing that I do, songs, the easiest way to put a request in, so obviously comment below the video there if you want to find me a personal message through on the social media platforms. I suggested at the start of the video, you're all very welcome to. I just always point out that I do get quite a lot, and I do have to sort of handpick songs a little bit. Don't let that put you off. Please do keep your requests coming, because that's what keeps this channel going, and it's very much appreciated. Thanks to everyone who's subscribed. If you haven't done already, please hit that little notification bell so you can keep up to date with the videos. I'll quickly mention it again, sorry to keep banging on about it, the Patreon thing. There's a link to that in the comments, link in the description. If you want the usual stuff, all the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns to coincide, you know, with the lessons, I've got the Super Thanks link that's just under the video there if you'd like to click on that and make a small donation. And I always say word of mouth is a powerful thing, so if you do what I do, please like and share my videos, tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, anyone, you know, plays a guitar, please point them in my direction. I'd really appreciate that. So that just leads me to say, whatever time of day it is you're watching, maybe morning, day, night, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all for lesson very soon. Take care.